How narcissists rob you of your spiritual gifts. Um, I did this video before, but I found out that while recording it, I had a booger in my nose, so I became self-sensitive and deleted it. Anyways, I know enough about the topic to be able to make it 10 times. Like that's how much. Okay. So the average meeting of every narcissist is I don't know, you somehow always meet them at a time in your life where you're transitioning into becoming who you really are. Um, let's say if you are 3 months or 4 months from becoming the greatest version of yourself, um, then you meet that person, and somehow in that time, that person manages to take credit for all the good things that has happened in your life before you met them, which is crazy because you were talented before you met them. You were beautiful before you met them. You had an amazing personality before you get them, and but somehow all those good things about you, it seems like it's because that person um, is hyping it up, and they managed to do that by basically complimenting that your gift that is about to board. You understand? Okay. Okay, for example now. Okay, let me use the writing talent now for an example. Okay, let's assume a writer that is closeted and he doesn't really tell anyone that he's a writer, and the writer is on the low and, like, you understand, like, just waiting for that big opportunity, and then he meets someone who over compliments that ability and makes him seem like that ability is the most special thing in the world. You understand? And because of that ability, um, basically they are trying to help you um, hone that ability. You understand? And because of all the hype and all the positive energy you get, you feel like that person is a good person, and you end up mm, you end up taking the person's opinion into account. You understand? And then anything the person says now becomes law in your mind, basically. So I keep zoning out. So basically, you put them where you put people who give opinions that matter to you, and then you start taking their words seriously. So after they've borrowed into your psyche, basically, would I say psyche? Yeah, into your dopamine rush, because now they're part of your dopamine rush. They start chipping away at your confidence, start insulting you, start telling you that what you were amazing at and what they were complimenting you for 2 minutes ago is now something you need to work on and work on. And they tell you that it's because you are not serious about becoming the best writer. That's why you're not working on those aspects of your game, basically. And then the writer person can start feeling insecure and feeling like, oh, this person always wanted to help me and wants to help me, so I should really work on my writing uh stuff. And I should write on my writing stuff, you understand? I should work on my writing stuff. Sorry, I zoned out again. Let me stay. Let me work on my writing stuff, you understand? And then slowly you start feeling like you're not a good writer again, you understand? Because now you have to check in on someone, and you have someone who is criticizing your work, someone who now is now part of a critic, has a critic voice in your head, you understand? And this can work in um any talent scenario, you understand? It can even be singing, it can be even something as simple as your characteristics, maybe how loving you are, how giving you are, how serious you are about your life, anything that is something that is personal to you, understand? Something I wonder if narcissists are psychics, you understand? Because they actually are very good at honing in on that thing that you actually find sacred, you understand? That most important part of you, your true essence, you understand? And they make you doubt your essence. And when you start doubting your essence, you doubt your talents, basically. Understand? So that's how it works. So a key, I don't know, a solution I've always had for this is you can't take anyone's compliments, because if you take anyone's compliment, you're going. I know it's a very very weird way to live, but anyone you take their compliment, you're going to take their insult as well. That's just the truth. Yeah. Okay. Let me talk about it in a relationship scenario, because a lot of us date narcissists. um you might meet a narcissist. Yeah, your love. Yeah, imagine doing that with your love. Like, imagine making you feel like your love is everything, and the way you love and respond to them is magical. You understand? And then all of a sudden the person is drawing away from you, or making you feel weird that the way you love them is not good enough, and you've always had a problem and you should try better. But that's narcissistic. Like, should go on, you know. Narcissism can also show up in your family as you always being the kind of child you are, you understand, being yourself, and then your parent is insistent on you changing to becoming like them because there's something wrong with you being you the way you are, you understand. And since all narcissistic relationships start from a place of love, um, it always, like, you understand, it's very easy for their opinions to hurt, and most of the time you spend time trying to fix an opinion coming from someone that doesn't even love you. Understand? So that's why in the end your self concept has to be tight. The way you see yourself has to be tight. You understand? All the positivity you have, all the good things about you has to be on lock. You understand? You have to know them, so that when people are trying to make you doubt them, you can fight back and say, "Nah, that's not me."